Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing SVG animations, and so I hope you enjoy and you learn something. So we're going to get our SVG from a website called Undraw, which you can check out the link in the description. It's a really cool website where you can get all these cool illustrations and SVGs for free and use them on your websites or whatever you want. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, so I'm going to be getting my... And you can also change the color of these illustrations over here if you want. Just from here you can do whatever color you want. So I've already picked a color, so I'm just gonna add this over here. And as you can see, the color of the illustration is changed. So as we are going to be making an animation of a football guy doing keepy ups, let's just search football. And yeah, this is our guy. You just click download, and there you go, you download this. Now we want to add some adjustments to our SVG. We want to group the legs together so we can animate them separately. We basically just want to add some few things to the SVG before we move on and put it on our website. So to do that, we're going to be using Figma today. So you just throw it over here, and just oh my god, this is the final thing. Okay, so you just throw it over here and you can add adjustments. As you can see, it opens over here and it just opens an SVG really nicely, and you can just do whatever you want with all these vectors over here. These represents all the animation. So I'm just gonna quickly change this color. There you go, it looks much nicer. Alright, so what you are going to be doing is just making a few adjustments. So for example, we want to flip him. We want to be facing that way, like this. So to do that, we have to select the person. So yeah, just hover over these, and as you can see, this is part of him. So this is his shoes, his socks. What is this? His other socks, his shorts, his leg. So you just wanna keep selecting these. Okay, this is his hand, this is the ground. So now we're selecting other things. So when you do this, just go and right click on the mouse and flip over horizontal, and there you go, you flipped him. So this is the kind of changes that you can be adding. Alright, so let's say we have to animate this ball, like just this ball separately. Now to do it, you have to be able to select the ball. So you have to group it together, all the elements, all these vectors. You see, these are all parts of the ball, so just group them together. I think I'm missing something. There you go. Now this is the circle of the ball. Now you just right click and group selection, and there you go, it groups it. So, and you have to change the name to ball. It's really important to give it names because these are going to be the IDs in which you're going to select the ball. There you go. So now it's grouped together. You can move it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can even change the color, you can add whatever you want, and you make sure to do this to everything. So if I want to animate this leg, I want to you know, group it together, so I give it an ID. You're gonna select this, this, and this, and this is the whole leg. So you're just gonna go over here and group the selection and list. Okay, it's better to, you know, don't add spaces over here. It's better to do it that way. So, and as you can see, there is a problem over here. The leg went over the shorts, so all you have to do is right click and then say send to back, and there you go, works perfectly. So we're basically going to be doing this for each thing that we want to animate separately and giving its IDs, and this is going to be our final SVG over here. As you can see, everything is grouped like it should be. This is the right hand, this is the ball, the body, the shorts. This should be left hand. Why do I have right hand and right hand? Now this should be left. This is the ground, this is the plant, this is the left leg, this is the right leg, and this is the head. Right hand, left hand. Good, perfect. Now let's select this, and you want to go over here and then just make sure you select SVG, and make sure you do another thing. You're gonna click these three dots over here and make sure this include ID attributes is selected. This is really important. If you don't do it, you're not gonna be able to select each item separately. So make sure you do that. Actually, this head needs to send to back. No, it's perfect. So you're just gonna go over here and export. Alright, so let's go to desktop. Let's create a folder that's, you know, we're gonna be opening on VS Code. Let's call it football animation. Okay, and let's call this ball. Whoa. Okay, let's call this ball boy. Alright, we're gonna go inside football animation and save this. Cool, perfect. Now we want to move on to VS Code, and we're gonna go and open a folder. We're gonna go to football animation and select it. Alright, now we have, as you can see, we have our ball boy over here, and if we click it, this is the code for the SVG, and as you can see over here, these are our IDs: right leg, left leg, and these are all our vectors that we grouped. So it's really important to do it. Now you see how we did it. And if you're wondering what this software was, this is Figma, and there's a website and there's also an app which you can use, and it's free. You can use this for free, and you can do these cool things with this. You can also create layouts with it and all sorts of things. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for the website where you can download the app, or you can also work on the website. And if you've been using Figma and you're just using it on the website, you can also download the app on your computer, and you know, you can keep all your work. You don't lose everything. You keep all your work because this is connected to the internet. You know, you can't work on Figma without having Wi-Fi. Okay, let's just close this up, and we're gonna go over here and add an index.html, and we're gonna go over here. Let's generate our boilerplate. Cool. Let's change this to keep ups, and let's actually create the CSS. So we do it all at once. Style.css, and we just go over here and link it. We link, and then we just link our style.css over here at the href. Now we want to add the SVG here in our body. So how to do that? You're just gonna go over here, and you're just gonna have to copy all of this. I don't know, it's gonna make your HTML ugly, but hey, what you gonna do? Alright, so now the HTML part is done. Okay, let's hit save, and let's close this up, and let's move on to CSS. Now over here we want to add some. Okay, before we do that, let's see how this looks like first. Alright, opening a live server. Okay, looks pretty good, but let's actually move it a little bit to the center so we don't have it to the left over here. So to do that, you're just gonna go over here, and before we do that, let's just remove the basic styling. So we're gonna remove the margin. Select everything and remove the margin, put the margin to 0 and the padding to 0, and the box sizing, we're gonna give it border box so we don't have the overflow. Okay, this is not gonna, you know, do anything crazy. I mean, you can see it for yourself. Nothing has changed. It's just the typical margins over here, and the paddings are being removed, so you can add your own. You don't need them to add it for you. Okay. So to move it to the middle, we're just gonna select the body, and let's say text align. We're gonna say center, and let's give it a margin top of 10 ph. Okay, let's save, and now it looks nice. Alright, so first of all, what we need to do is let's start off with animating the ball. Okay, let's make the ball go up and down, but the way the ball needs to go up and down is it kinda needs to go up, and then when it's down it goes up quickly, and then when it's down it goes up quickly. It's not gonna be like moving, just floating in the air, because it's gonna be getting kicked by the best player in the world over here. So to do that, we're gonna need to add a keyframe. All right, that's how you make animations. Let's call it ball, and then we're gonna say from, we're gonna say to, and we're gonna go, this is where the animation is gonna start and where it's gonna finish. Now to do this, we're gonna say transform, and we're gonna be working with the Y element. So we're gonna say translate Y, so it's going, we're working on the Y index, so it's going up and down, and we are gonna start from 3%, and let's just copy and paste this real quick, Control V, and we're gonna finish at minus 40. Let's do 40% and see what happens. Okay, let's select the ball. Oh my god, sometimes I swear to god my brain doesn't work. We say animation, and we're gonna give it the ball. 0.5 seconds is the during the time of the animation, and we're gonna say ease. Let's say ease out, and yeah, let's see how this looks like. Nothing happened. Oh my goodness, we need to add 0.5 seconds. Okay, now let's see how this looks like. Oh my god, this is not what we want, so that's why we need to add to minus 40%, and let's see how this looks like. Okay, this is not what we want. We also want it to be infinite. We want to be going up and down, not just like one time. So to do that, we go over here and say infinite, and now let's see how this looks like. Okay, now we're making progress, but it's weird because it's going up and then it's starting from the bottom again, and then up, and then from the bottom again at a speed where it does not look normal. We want it to go up, down, and then up, down, and then up. It's kind of going alternate. So what we need to say is alternate. Now let's see how this looks like. All right, now we're talking. Okay, so this looks nice. Now what we need to be worrying about is the left leg. So we need to be moving this left leg in a way where it's like meeting with the ball. It's like going back and then meeting with the ball when it's down, meeting with the ball when it's down. Alright, so to do that, we need to create another keyframe. Okay, let's just copy and paste this real quick. Let's call this animation kick. Okay, now we need to be working with something else. We're not going to be translating the Y, we're going to be working with this Z element, and we're also going to be rotating kind of, because the leg is not going to go up and down like this. Let me show you. It's not going to go up and down like this because it will look kind of weird. It's kind of rotating. Okay, it's kind of gonna rotate a little bit to meet up with the ball. Alright, so let's say rotate and rotate Z, and we are gonna start off from 0 degrees. Okay, and we do the same thing. No, we do the same thing, and we're gonna go to 5 degrees. Alright, now what we need to do is select the left leg over here, left leg, and then just apply the animation. We're gonna say animation and say kick. Okay, same thing, 0.5 second. We're gonna be easing out as well, and the kicking is gonna be infinite. We don't want it to be jabbing, so we're gonna say alternate. Alright, so let's hit save and see what this looks like. I keep forgetting the S over here. Okay, now this looks weird. Alright, this looks really weird. Now what we need to do is we need it to be starting. The transform origin is the top, not the bottom. It's like we want it to go this way. it's going that way and then coming back to the origin. So the transform origin should be the top. So yeah, we need to add this transform origin. Okay, let's say top. Boom. And let's see how this looks like. Okay, let's retry again. Okay, now it looks nice. It's meeting with the ball. Alright, so the animation worked. It's like boom, meeting with the ball. Well, I can't really animate from here because you'll need to cut over here the vector and make it do a different type of rotating, but this works. I just kind of want you to just know the fundamentals of this, because this is not actually hard to do, this is really easy to do. So yeah, I just want to show you how you can do these things. Now it's kind of nice, it's moving quickly, it's moving smoothly, not like before it was really weird. So now what we need to do is, it's kind of robotic, like we need him to be moving slightly. He's not a robot, okay? His hands are need to be moving because he's balancing his hands, his hands, and also his shorts. So we need to animate those. Okay, let's make this. Okay, his hands and his shorts, we said. All right. So it's kind of gonna be the same kind of movement, but not as much. So let's just say movement. It's gonna be the same animation, but not as much. Okay, well, here we moved 5 degrees. Here we're just gonna move 1 degree. All right, and we're gonna go over here and just let's duplicate this, and let's say left hand, and we're gonna say right hand, and what we need also to move are, okay, the shorts. Okay, so, and yeah, we need to say movement. Is that how we, no, is that how we spelled it? Yeah. Okay, so after we did it, let's see how it looks. Okay, now it's a little bit realistic. His hands, his shorts are moving, and yeah, it's moving in the same direction, and as you can see, it's the same movement, it's the same rotation, but not as much, because here we added a lot more degrees than this animation. So yeah, this is pretty nice. Now all we need to do is we need to animate his body. If he is doing these keepy ups, surely he is balancing on this foot. So to balance on this foot, he needs to be jumping a little bit up and down, and also if his hands are moving and his shorts are moving, his body and his head is going to be moving, but not in a rotation move. It's more like an up and down move. So okay, let's do this. We're gonna add another keyframe, but this is not going to be rotate Y, it's going to be translate. So actually, let me just grab this and put it over here, and let's say body. Okay, and we're gonna say translate 0%. It's gonna go from 0% to 0.5%. Oh my god, I need to sneeze. It just went away. Like I said, from 0% to 0.5%, and then now we just need to apply it to, okay, we need to apply it to the head, okay, and the body, the ID of the body, and also right leg, okay. So this animation is gonna be a little bit different, not that different, but that's like the other ones. So we're gonna say body 0.5 second, ease out, infinite, alternate. Okay, let's see how this looks like. It's not bad, it's not bad. but it could be better. As you can see over here, his body is moving, his leg is moving, and his head is moving, but it's kinda just going. I want it to be like going from the center out and then back. Like I want it to go up over the center and under the center. So let's change it to ease in, out, this, and let's see how this looks like. Okay, now it's definitely better. Let's make the transform origin center. That way we can achieve that movement that we want. There you go. And our animation, ladies and gentlemen, is done. As you can see, animating SVGs is not that hard. And all you need to do is group your vectors, give them IDs, and then apply them to your HTML. Grab each thing and just play around with these keyframes over here and these animations and see what you can do. If you like the video and you've learned something, just drop a like down below and comment what you want to see next, what you want me to do in this channel. Drop the like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Till then, see you next time.